If you're a man over 60, I want you to listen very closely. There's a silent anxiety that creeps into the lives of so many good men in their best years. It's the quiet worry in the back of your mind about whether you're still the man you used to be. You might feel a subtle shift in your energy, a change in your performance, and you start to believe the myths that this is your new normal. But what if I told you that much of this insecurity is fueled by a hidden enemy? A set of dangerous beliefs that have been repeated so often they feel like truth. These myths are quietly sabotaging your confidence and your vitality day after day. And the truth behind this will shock you. My name is Dr. Claire Foster. As a urologist specializing in men's health for over 15 years, I've helped thousands of men navigate the changes that come with age. My work focuses on a crucial area that conventional medicine often ignores: the powerful connection between your mindset and your physical health. Today we're going to dismantle the lies that are holding you back and replace them with the truth that will set you free. Ignoring these myths is like trying to drive with the emergency brake on. You can keep pushing, but you'll never get where you want to go. This isn't just about intimacy. It's about your core confidence as a man. It's the feeling of vitality that lets you lead your family, enjoy your retirement, and live with your head held high. When you let these insecurities fester, they create a ripple effect of doubt that touches every part of your life. You might start avoiding intimacy, creating distance in your relationship. You might feel a constant low-grade sense of failure, believing you're past your prime. But I'm here to tell you that this is not a normal part of aging. It's the result of believing in the wrong story. Today we rewrite that story. As we get ready for the big reveal, tell me in the comments which city you're watching from. I'd love to see how far our health community reaches. We're going to tackle the 3 most dangerous myths that are trapping men over 60. The first one is a belief so deeply ingrained. Most men don't even realize it's a myth. The first item on our list, the first great myth, is the belief that there is a right frequency for intimacy, and if you're not meeting some imaginary quota, something is wrong with you. This pressure, often unspoken, is a powerful thief of joy and a primary driver of performance anxiety. I remember a patient of mine, Robert, a 67-year-old retired engineer from Austin. He came to my office looking defeated. "Dr. Foster," he said, his voice low, "I feel like I'm failing. We used to be intimate once a week, like clockwork. Now it's maybe once or twice a month, and the pressure is killing me. I see all these ads for wonder pills, and I think, is that what it takes to be a man at my age?" Robert was so caught up in the asterisk what asterisk and asterisk when asterisk that he had lost the asterisk why asterisk. He was skeptical when I told him the first step was to throw the calendar out the window. We worked on shifting his focus from frequency to connection. 3 months later, he returned a different man. "We redefined what intimacy means to us," he said with a smile. "It's not a performance anymore. It's about being close." And ironically, now that the pressure is gone, we're closer and more physically connected than we've been in years. The truth is, the human body isn't a machine, and desire is not a switch you can just flip on and off. The relentless focus on frequency is a modern invention. Think of it like this: your sex drive is not a leaking faucet that needs to be fixed if it's not constantly dripping. It's more like a deep well. The water is always there, but you draw from it when you're thirsty, not on a schedule. As you age, your testosterone levels naturally and gradually decrease, which can mean desire becomes less spontaneous and more responsive. This isn't a bug, it's a feature of a mature system. It invites you to be more intentional and present with your partner. So here's your practical protocol. First, have an honest conversation with your partner. Share your feelings about the pressure and redefine what intimacy means for both of you. It could be holding hands, a deep conversation, or a shared activity. Second, focus on quality over quantity. One truly connected, present, and pleasurable experience is worth more than a dozen anxiety-fueled encounters. Shift your goal from performance to pleasure. And third, stop comparing yourself to your 30-year-old self or some ridiculous standard you see in the media. Your journey is unique. And if you found that revealing, wait until you hear about our second myth, as it attacks the very core of a man's physical confidence in a much quieter, more insidious way. The second hidden enemy is the myth that a significant loss of potency is an inevitable part of getting older. It's the belief that your body is destined to fail you, that erections will naturally become weak and unreliable, and that there's nothing you can do about it. This lie is not only false, but it's also dangerous because it stops men from seeking real solutions. Let's talk about Charles, a 69-year-old former sales executive from Chicago. Charles was a man who was used to being in control, but he confessed to me that he felt completely powerless in the bedroom. "It's like, my body has a mind of its own," he explained, frustrated. "One night it works, the next it doesn't. I've just accepted this is how it is now." My father was the same. He was convinced it was just his genetic destiny. He was shocked when I explained that while changes are normal, a total loss of function is not. We ran some tests and discovered he had underlying vascular issues. His blood flow was being restricted. It wasn't just old age. What worries you most today? Type 1 in the comments if it's the pressure to perform, or 2 if it's the physical changes you're noticing. Your answer helps me create future content. Here's the simplified science. An erection is all about blood flow. Think of your blood vessels as a complex system of highways. For an erection to happen, your brain sends a signal, and these highways need to be wide open to allow blood to rush into the penis. The problem is, as we age, factors like high blood pressure, diabetes, and smoking can cause traffic jams or potholes in these highways, a process called vascular disease. So, while some slowing of response time is normal, the inability to get or maintain an erection is most often a symptom of an underlying health problem, not just a birthday. In fact, erectile dysfunction is often one of the earliest warning signs of heart disease. Here is your practical application protocol. First, never accept erectile dysfunction as normal. Talk to your doctor. They can check for underlying conditions like heart disease, diabetes, or low testosterone. Second, focus on heart health. What's good for your heart is good for your erections. This means a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats. And regular exercise like brisk walking, which improves circulation. Third, manage your stress. Anxiety is a powerful erection killer because it diverts blood flow away from where you need it. Simple practices like deep breathing before intimacy can make a world of difference. Now, if you thought that myth was damaging, the third and final one is perhaps the most destructive of all, because it's not about your body, but about your mind. The third and final myth is the most toxic of them all, the belief that you should feel guilty or ashamed about these changes. It's the silent voice in your head that says you're less of a man, that you're letting your partner down, and that you should hide your struggles. This guilt is a heavy burden, and it is completely unnecessary. I once had a patient named David, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Miami. He was in good physical health, but he carried a profound sense of shame. "My wife is still vibrant and interested," he told me, avoiding eye contact, "and I feel like I'm disappointing her every day. I feel so guilty that I can't be the man she married." This guilt was creating a huge emotional chasm between them. He was so afraid of failing that he stopped initiating any form of touch, which his wife misinterpreted as rejection. The problem wasn't his physical ability. It was the shame that was paralyzing him. Let's break this down logically. Feeling guilty about age-related changes in your body is like feeling guilty that the sun sets in the evening. It's a natural process. Think of it like this. A vintage car from the 1960s is still a magnificent machine, but you wouldn't expect it to perform exactly like a 2025 model. It needs different care, more warm-up time, and a more appreciative driver. It's not broken, it's classic. Your body is the same. It has carried you through decades of life, deserves respect and understanding, not judgment. Recent studies are clear that a positive mindset and open communication are critical for a satisfying intimate life at any age. Here is your protocol to overcome this. First, practice self-compassion. The next time that voice of guilt pops up, I want you to actively replace it with a statement of gratitude, such as, "I am grateful for what my body can do." Second, as we've said before, communicate. Your partner is likely more worried about the emotional distance than your physical performance. Sharing your vulnerability is an act of strength and can bring you closer. And finally, expand your definition of what it means to be a man. Masculinity isn't measured by the rigidity of an erection. It's measured by your character, your kindness, your wisdom, and your courage. So, to recap, the 3 silent villains that are stealing your confidence are: number 1, the myth of the right frequency. Number 2, the myth that loss of potency is inevitable. And number 3, the toxic myth of guilt and shame. You now have the truth, and the truth is your weapon. Change is not only possible, it is your right. It begins with rejecting these lies and embracing the powerful, vital man you are right now. Your body hasn't forgotten how to be healthy. It just needs your command. It needs you to feed it the right fuel, move it with purpose, and, most importantly, fill your mind with the truth. Reclaiming your strength, your confidence, and your vitality is not about becoming a younger man. It's about becoming the most powerful version of the man you are today. If this information was valuable to you, please hit the like button so YouTube will show it to more men who need it. And don't forget to leave a comment. I personally read as many as I can. Share this video with a friend or family member who, will benefit. And of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any health guides. And one last thing, a personal request. I recorded this video wearing a mask. It was really important for me to know if the sound quality was good, and if you could understand me perfectly. Please leave a quick comment about it. Your feedback is crucial for me to keep improving. A big hug. And I'll see you in the next video.